Hello there, lovely people. It's Alex from Nintendo Life here, and the Nintendo Switch 2 has recently had a system update that brings with it a whole load of new little things here and there, but there is one thing that is just so bloody welcome, and it's to do with the Pro Controller. In order to take advantage of this, you're gonna have to perform the system update before you can update the controller's firmware, and you do that the usual way. You go to System, you do the system update. It's very straightforward. Once that's done, you're gonna need to update the Pro Controller, which you can do by going to System Settings, Controller and Accessories, and then all the way down to Update Controllers. If you haven't updated your Joy-Con recently, this will probably happen first, but as long as your Pro Controller is connected, doesn't have to be wired, it can be wireless, it will be updated as well. Now that your Pro Controller has been updated, you can now change the Switch 2 Pro Controller's audio mode from stable to low latency. This is in relation to the headphone socket on the Pro Controller, which until now has been a little bit delayed. It's not as bad as using Bluetooth, but it's not ideal. It's had about 200 to 250 milliseconds of delay. But now when you change it to low latency, it is vastly improved, and my own personal testing, which admittedly isn't amazing, comes up at around about only 80 to 100 milliseconds of delay, which is a massive improvement. To give you an idea as well, I recorded myself playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is a game that I'm super familiar with when it comes to latency and things like that, and I plugged just a cheap IKEA speaker I had knocking about into the Switch 2 Pro Controller's headphone sockets so that you can hear it as well. See for yourself. Honestly, this is really damned impressive. I mean, it's not perfect, absolutely. I can still tell that there's a little bit of a delay there, but overall, it's really good. And after about 5 minutes, your brain just sort of accepts that there's going to be a little bit of a delay. You just stop noticing it. At the end of the day, our brains are designed to do that because sound can be easily delayed by just being far away, like in real life. This does come at the cost of stability, hence the default mode being named Stable. However, I managed to continue playing all the way from over here, and admittedly this looks further away than it does simply due to the lens on the camera, but I am easily 5, maybe even 6 meters away at this point, and it's absolutely flawless. I decided to test it even further by taking it into my conservatory and going as far away as I reasonably could, and it's still pretty good. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't want to play the game like this, but this is just an extreme instance where I can't even see the screen and there are 2 partition walls and a brick wall in between it. I then took it even further. I went into my garage. The fact that you can hear as much as you can is incredibly impressive. Again, it's even worse. But again, there's a solid brick wall here. In fact, it's a cavity wall, so that's 2 brick walls. The only way that I could get it to cut out basically completely is to stand between it as well, using my body as a blocker. Furthermore, my house is far from quiet in terms of how many wireless signals are going through. Admittedly, it's the middle of the day, so there's only one person around doing stuff, but trust me when I say that there's a lot of signals bouncing around, so I'm certain that low latency is going to be perfectly acceptable for pretty much any domestic situation. Historically, I haven't used this system much because of that little bit of delay, but going forward, I absolutely will be. And that's not even all. The system update also brought with it a load of nice little twiddly bits here and there. I'm not going to go through all of them because it might be a little bit dull, but read them on screen now, pause when necessary if you want to read the whole kit and caboodle. I'm just going to go through some highlights. There are now little icons to denote whether you're playing a physical game or a digital game. The digital one has the virtual game card logo, but physical games now have a little Switch card or Switch 2 card, and it changes depending on which one it is. That's a lovely little touch and genuinely useful. This feature actually isn't in the patch notes, but I saw someone talking about it online. If you go to the settings within the eShop now, you can disable the auto-playing videos if that's what you want to do, which is actually a really nice feature. The auto-playing videos are fine, it's not been a big deal for me, but I can certainly see if you're on certainly tethering to your phone or something like that with mobile data, and you need to look at the eShop for something, you don't want a load of videos playing automatically. Also, it can get a little bit loud just hearing the click repeatedly. Another really nice touch, Thai and Polish are now included as language options as well. A small thing, but for the people that speak it, really very welcome, I'm sure. And of course, the usual thing we expect, stability improvements and usability polish. And there you have it, one of the more substantial updates we've had in quite a long time. Let us know what you think of it in the comments down below. Are you going to be using the Pro Controller goodness? I know I am. As I've already mentioned, let us know with a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you update that subscribe button and then just jam something in it and hope it's improved. And be sure to check out NintendoLife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.